Hey, what's happening? I'm Miles Kennedy, and you're watching CMS TV.
All right. Continuing on with the social commentary.
All right.
A known pedophile has been set loose to once again rain terror on the children and create great music.
Who? Okay.
Pedophile pop star Gary Glitter is freed from prison after serving half of his sentence.
Oh, well, that's good. That's great. Hopefully you'll get a new gig.
So Brian Bauman has submitted this story to us.
Okay.
Disgraced English pop star and convicted pedophile Gary Glitter is set to be released from prison in the coming weeks after serving just half of his 16-year sentence for sexually abusing 3 young girls.
Mm-hmm.
Glitter, born Paul Francis Gadd, could be freed as early as February for his model behavior, a ministry of justice told The Sun.
Yeah, of course he was a model behavior. He had model behavior. There's no kids in prison.
Right. No
Nothing for
young
him to do.
girls.
Yeah, there's nothing for him to do.
Yeah. The depraved 78-year-old rose to prominence as a glam star in the 1970s and 80s and known for his wild live performances, but fell from grace after he was convicted of downloading child pornography in 1999.
Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby.
Yeah. Think about that. 1999. When did the internet kick in? Like 94, 95?
This motherfucker was waiting.
Yeah.
Jesus. Just hearing that, he was downloading kiddie porn in 99.
That's what it said.
You know how slow that must have been to download a picture? Yeah,
that was kind of my point. This is like when did the internet really kick in? Was like 90.
Yeah, right in that time.
95, 96.
He was sitting there with his CompuServe account going, and he was, stroking his dick, hoping he didn't come before he got down to the fucking kitty private parts.
Yeah.
Ugh, what a creep.
According to The Sun, the Do You Want to Touch Me singer still has millions of dollars left in his bank account. This guy's got millions of dollars.
Well, good for him.
And owns an apartment in London where he could live after his release. Where do you think that Gary Glitter made all his money? I mean, obviously they have that one song that they used to play at the games all the time. Hey!
I think they still do.
What's the name of that song?
Hey.
What is the name of that song?
Is it just called Rock and Roll or something?
I don't know. I mean, that's the only song I personally know of Gary Glitter. But
I think it's just Rock and Roll.
But they he probably made a lot of money because they play it all the games, right?
Yeah, it's called Rock and Roll part 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, of course I can't play it. God damn it. I'm having a bad tech night tonight.
All right.
Give me a minute. Fucking junk. Ugh.
See if they have that up here. Oh, Spotify actually has this on there. I'm surprised that they still have that.
Look, pedophiles are welcome on Spotify.
What's the matter with the clothes I wear?
Can't you tell that they're out of touch?
Exactly. Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, same thing.
Hey!
Yay!
So that's the whole song. It's yay!
Now it's gay.
Yay!
Oh, you gotta yell gay now.
Yay! I know nothing about Gary Glitter.
I don't either. I really don't know anything about him. And to be honest, since he was a wannabe kid toucher, I really don't want to know anything about Gary Glitter.
I know, but the thing is, according to what I just read there, he still has millions of dollars. So,
dude, he probably made a fortune from the NBA from playing that dumb song.
That's what I'm saying. So he probably made a bulk of his money due to the popularity of this. Yay!
Well, think about it, dude. That fucking, what was the guy that we talked about? I don't know, a few months ago. The Don McLean.
Yeah, the American Pie guy.
Yeah, one goddamn song, and he's still worth, what they say makes $300,000 a month in royalties or some nonsense like that.
It's just ridiculous.
He didn't have sports teams playing his song in every city 30 times a night. Gary Glitter probably was banking $1 million a month. Good on him. He can afford a firewall now, maybe. Protect himself a little bit.
Exactly.
Can afford a VPN.
Yeah. And the interwebs are way more faster now. So he can get his young pussy even quicker.
Yeah. That would be the ultimate commercial. Hi, I'm Gary Glitter for NordVPN.
I went to jail because I didn't protect my IP address.
That's right. If you don't want the government knowing what you're looking up, like I don't, you should get NordVPN.
Right. Had I had NordVPN back in the day.
Yeah.
And you remember that day.
That's right.
I know I did.
For me, that was the day the music died.
Right. No, that's a different dude.
I know. I know. It's Buddy Holly. Right?
Well, that's American Pie.
Yeah, American Pie. That's right.
The day the music died.
It's about Buddy Holly.
It is about Buddy Holly. Yeah. Correct.
Mixing up all my 70s fucking weirdos.
Look at that. His case will not have to go before a parole board who can block a prisoner's release if they find that they still pose a threat to the public, because he was sentenced to a determinate term. Glitter has kept his nose clean in prison, and he towed the line. Can we throw more cliches at this or what?
Yeah. This guy's writing with his thesaurus, right?
Did he also keep his nose to the grindstone the whole time?
Guess so.
Glitter kept his nose clean in prison, and he towed the line, and now his sentence is almost over.
I heard he liked to get up early and make the donuts too.
Nice. The nature of his determinate sentence means that the case won't go to the parole board, which means as soon as his sentence is over, he is free to walk out of prison. Those gates will swing wide open.
They will. Like an 8-year-old's asshole in his dreams.
Right. The parole board confirmed that Glitter would have to wear a tag upon his release.
On his ear?
Yeah, he got a tag like a cow.
Have the Yellowstone brand on his neck.
Exactly. They hold him down. They put they burn a brand into him.
Yep. Tagged like a cow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Got to wear a tag.
All right. Well, I guess that probably beats prison, wearing the tag.
Right. He could be like what was it? Esther Quinn. He could wear the scarlet letter.
Yeah. All right, here's the question.
Yes.
He's 78 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he die first or get in trouble again?
He gets in trouble again.
Think so? I think so too.
Absolutely.
I think right away he's like, I only got a couple years left to live. I got millions of dollars. I can hide it.
Well, does he get smarter about his predatory behavior?
The only smart he can be is to be not doing it at all.
Yeah, well, I agree, but if he just can't help himself,
no.
Does he get smarter about it? Does he somehow figure out a way of, thwarting the law, but getting what he wants.
The problem is he's already got that tag on his fucking
Oh.
shoulder. They know he's gonna. Don't think they're not gonna be they're gonna not scan every bit of his fucking. First of all, he's not gonna be allowed to have a computer, let alone scanning for an IP. So the minute fucking Windstream shows up at his house, he's going back to jail. You know, I mean, this dude, he's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he's either gonna, he's 78, which means he's gonna be as high risk as a non-jab person. He's not gonna give two fucks. He's not gonna care because he knows he's almost dead. He's gonna probably try and buy a 5-year-old.
Glitter was convicted with having sex with a minor in Vietnam in 2006 and spent 3 years in jail there. He was deported to the UK where he registered as a sex offender. In 2015, Glitter was found guilty of attempting to rape an 8-year-old, having sex with a girl under 13, and 4 counts of molesting another minor girl. The offenses occurred between 1975 and 1980.
You know what? I got to give this guy the slightest ounce of respect, and it is the slightest of ounces of respect.
All right.
This guy multi-raped kids and lived through prison. That is an accomplishment.
Well, here's the thing. How did they go back so far in his history? You know, how did they, you know, figure out what he was doing? Did he get arrested like 1975 and they didn't do anything about it? They just let him skate, or what happened? And then they retroactively went back and said, well, you know, you got arrested for this, that, and the other, so we're going to now press those charges.
I'm thinking part of a plea deal.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they said, look, we're going to give you a chance to get out of prison. But if we find out you did anything else, that chance goes away and you're never getting out. So you better tell us everything you did now. And he just told everything. Yeah, I raped a kid in 1968. Then there was the little girl in 73. And, you know, that would be my guess, because
right.
how would they track back as well as tracking all around the world?
Exactly.
That seems a little far-fetched.
No, they got it on record apparently.
Or maybe there were charges that were filed against him, and because he was such a celebrity, celebrity, they just let it go.
Did they let him slide at the time, and then they went back and go, you know, we're going to retroactively charge you for these?
Yeah, they may have. I don't know. It's an interesting question.
Yeah. It is difficult to overstate the depravity of this dreadful behavior, Judge McAllister said at his sentencing, along with what he wished he could put Glitter behind bars for longer. But he was constrained by sentencing restrictions for crimes committed in the 70s.
Okay, yeah.
So he's being held accountable for shit that happened, you know, 40, almost 50 years
ago. Yeah.
Holy shit, really?
Well, good. He should be.
Well, I'm not saying he shouldn't, but I'm just saying, where does all this retroactive shit, you know, from 5 decades ago?
Somewhere there's a fucking 55-year-old man that grabs his ass and cries every time he goes to an NBA game.
Right.
So, you know, got to take care of that guy.
One of Glitter's Vietnamese victims, DM, who was abused when she was 10 years old back in 2006, told The Sun she believes the singer will always remain a threat. He will always be a terrible danger to young girls. It is terrifying to think he might soon be free, even though he is on the other side of the world from me, she said. The singer's 1972 hit Rock and Roll Part 2 was featured in the 2019 movie The Joker.
So they don't care.
Yeah. So again,
more money.
1972.
Yeah.
So,
Watch,
so this guy hasn't had a career in 50 years, but
No.
somehow he's still worth millions of dollars, even though he went to jail and all this shit.
How much is he going to sell his fucking catalog for?
Yeah. Is Rhino Records going to say, we bought the pedophile's catalog?
Well, if they're still using it in movies, they don't care.
I know, because it's such an iconic song. But that to me, you know, again, everybody knows this song. If you're a sports fan, or everybody knows, hey,
yeah,
whatever that is.
Yeah. No, everybody knows that tune, and it's bigger than what he did when he wasn't behind the keyboard, apparently.
Right. Is there any live footage of this Gary Glitter doing a live show? Because they were talking about the over the top crazy performances. Is there something that you could find that shows Gary Glitter being a performer and it's like crazy and over the top? Because again, I know nothing about him.
I don't know shit about him either, but
aside from, you know, obviously this story and the Rock and Roll Part 2 song.
How long is this? All right, well, here he is in 1991.
Really? Okay.
Wasn't he in jail in 91? I guess not. There he is. All right, let's pop you up here. Share screen.
He's a crazy fella.
He looks like a fucking creep. Rape a kid, rape a kid, rape a kid.
When the music plays and the world spun around to a brand sound of spiral days. Give them in swing cheers and scream and shout, sing the blues a little.
Rape a fucking kid, hey! Rape a fucking kid, hey! Fuck him in the ass, hey! Jesus, that is awful. That was popular, huh?
I guess. I knew nothing about this guy.
Want some more of this?
Yeah.
He's fucking something. All right, here we go.
Lost in the high school hall, next to the beach. With a U.S. man, a Polish sail, where she looks so sweet. Not the changing past when we won't go dead. Changing past when we run the red. Rock and roll, hey, rock and roll, rock and roll, hey, rock and roll, rock and roll.
To be honest, I never knew this song had words.
Well, that's part 1.
Oh, and part 2 is the instrumental.
Right, exactly.
All right. All right, here's some more. kind of garbage do you think you had to sit through for the first hour and 10 minutes to get to this?
This isn't really Tony Curtis, is it?
I don't know. I thought it was Paul Gadd. Isn't that his name, Paul Gadd?
Yeah, but he looks like Tony Curtis.
He does look like Tony Curtis. And I'm sure every bit of our audience except me and you has no idea who that is.
Well, if you pulled up Tony Curtis, you'd go, hey, isn't that Gary Glitter?
No, the internet says we can't go back to the fucking 50s. I don't know who the fuck Tony Curtis is. Jesus. Remember Stony Curtis from the Flintstones?
Yeah.
If we're going to go old references, why not?
Yeah, of course.
All right, are we done with this guy?
Yeah, I knew nothing about his performances, his over-the-top craziness.
Oh, that's crazy, all right.
Yeah, he's wild.
Yeah, D. Snyder puts him to shame.
Yeah.
And that's 91. That wouldn't have been considered crazy in 91.
I know. It was over the top.
That wouldn't have been. I mean, dude, all the hair bands did more than that.
I know, but to think that this guy made a very good living, apparently, from one goddamn song.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Don McLean.
Right.
It's good reference though.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job.